I'll tell you another little story quickly about a surprise and delight experience that I did for a client. Client had been a really good client, bought quite a number of pieces, and I did some social media snooping. How many of you have done social media snooping? Great. It's a great way when you're trying to orchestrate a surprise and delight. So what I did was I looked online and I found that this person liked seafood. Lots of pictures of seafood on their Facebook roll. And so I found a restaurant in Brisbane that was a really lovely restaurant. It was called Personalised. It's like an Italian restaurant. And I rang the chef and said, I rang the manager and said, I'd really love to do, I love degustation menus, that indulgent luxury. It's something that people don't often do. I said, I'd like to plan a degustation menu for a couple of clients. I said, could you organize that? The manager said, absolutely. So that they planned this beautiful degustation menu of seafood. And they said, what if we didn't end there? What if we matched the wines to go with the seafood? Could you do that? And the manager said, yeah, I could do that. And then they said, with the menus, how about we print the menus and we put the client's name across the menu? I said, yeah, that'd be a really cool idea. The manager said, do you want to put your logo on the bottom? I said, absolutely not. Not about me. You have to resist the urge. You know what I mean? It's a very, we sometimes come in business and it's all about like, how can I get the next sale? How can I just get that little bit extra? You have to resist the urge to do that and make it all about the client. But it didn't end there. I then thought about it and I went, you know what? Imagine I was going now to a beautiful degustation menu with matched wines, and we even had a special waiter to stand next to them. If anything they want, they could order. And I thought, well, what would be the next frustration point? How am I going to get there? And if I get there, I'm probably going to have some wines. I don't want to drive home. So we actually organized for a car to pick the client up, take them to the restaurant, and then take them home. When I was planning this to the client, I didn't tell them anything about what was to happen. It would have been very easy to say, look, we'll pick you up at around 7, we're going to take you to a nice restaurant, we're going to do all this sort of stuff as a thank you. All I said to the client was, I need you to be ready at 7 p.m, dressed nice. Now, you think about that from the client's perspective. It's like the intrigue, right? What's going to be there? But I'm certainly surprised. So that's obviously something that's on the extreme example, but I wanted to share with you the thought processes and about that urge to brand it and to make it about me. It was really about the client at that point. And the way I look about it is the value of investing in a client.